Today I'm going to be installing my shower pan, the drain, and my gray water tank. Hopefully all of that gets done today. And so I'm getting ready. I've already drilled the hole in the floor. You can see that goes straight through, and I'll be mounting my gray water tank under the van in this section. And now I'm getting ready to put together my shower drain, and I want to show you some of the parts that I bought for that. Okay, so obviously I have my shower pan. Here's the drain kit that I bought, and the rubber gasket comes off. This goes in first, and you put a bead of silicone around the lip here. Hold on, let me get that out. You put a bead of silicone around this, drop it in, then the rubber gasket, then your flange. And for me, what I'm doing is, so I'll have my flange on there. Get that on really quick. And then I bought a drain extension, and what I'm going to be doing is putting that down through and into my water tank underneath. I'll drill a hole, and then I bought these, can't remember, they're called Uniseal. I don't have a spot in my water tank that's already pre-drilled, so I'm going to drill one out, and then I'll put it into my tank if this were my tank, and then this pipe will fit down into it. And it's a great seal. It's really tight on this, and so I think, water's not going to slosh out once that's all in there. And this extension just fits on here. And that is really the extent of my drain down into my gray water tank. If you can. One of the first things that I have to do is, because I'm using this flange that has these tabs on the side, or this, I don't know what this is called, but this piece that's going to screw on, I need this to sit down into the floor. And right now, because it's got these tabs and it's a little wider than this hole, I'm going to drill this hole out just a little bit bigger so that can sit down in there. I wedged a piece of wood into the hole just so I'd have something static to drill into. That is through the wood. Good enough. That's all I needed. Drop that in place. Clean up the extra silicone later. Go underneath now. Put on the rubber ring. Okay. And now I'm going to get my wrench and tighten that compression connection down. The next thing that I'm going to do is fix this frame to the floor. It's actually not screwed in anywhere yet. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And if you notice, I put some boards up across here so I can not only screw this into that and here and this wall as well, but when we get ready to do the backer board, I want to have something to put the backer board on as well. So I'm making sure that I have enough furring strips so that I can screw the backer board in when that time comes as well. Alright, I've screwed the frame to the wall with the exception of this wall, which I'm leaving a little loose, so I've got some wiggle room to get the pan in, and then when I'm done I'll cinch that up. The next thing I'm going to do is put in this PVC plastic. I'll line this and drape it down the hole so that we create a waterproof lining in here. Found some 1-inch grip fast screws, drywall, but they're great. I've just been using them, so that's what we're going to use to hold this in place. It worked. Alright, I've got the liner all screwed in. The next thing I'm going to do is just trim off some of this excess and kind of just neaten it up a little bit. Not too shabby though. The next thing that I'm going to do is actually find my center hole, which is right here, and I'm going to cut a really small X in here with my razor blade so that I have access for the drain pipe to go through the floor. Alright, I've cut a really small hole in the floor. These flaps will get folded in and they'll help the water, if there is any water in this pan ever, it'll help it run down and through the floor out. So that'll go through there next when we're ready to install our shower pan. Now that we have the shower pan lined with rubber, we're ready to install the gray water tank. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tank up under the van in a temporary position so that I can push this pipe down through the floor of the hole, and I'm going to mark some black ink on the bottom of this so that I can get a position on the top of the tank and know where I'm going to actually have to drill one more hole. You saw the video earlier in the video that I had this installed down here, and it was a really slow drip. Well, I had pulled all the parts out for the tank, and I noticed that they included a cap, so if I want to, I can just cap that. And that might be what I do for right now. I'm undecided about that. But I'm going to drill this out next before I mount the tank. And I am going to install this ball shutoff valve in here. What I got is this double connector, so one side will go in here, and the other side will screw on to the end of this. And then I'll be all set there. This is where my kitchen water will come in. Nothing happening with that right now. And then these are the rubber mounts that I'm going to put in the hole that I drill that this pipe will then seat into. The first thing that I'm going to do is just, put something in these holes, drill this out, and attach this so that's all in place once I get the tank mounted under the van. This is a 1.5 NTP. What I'm going to use is my 1.5 inch hole saw. And that is my simple drain. I don't want to futz around with anything real complicated here. I'm just planning in my head to reach under the van and turn this on and off. Here we go. All right, this is a 22-gallon undermount. I'm using it for a gray water tank. You can use it for fresh or gray. And it comes with two different sets of mounting poles. If I put one over here, you'll see that there's a length difference between the two. So you have 3 short, 3 long. The short go on the outside of the van, and I'm going to show you where they go. And then these go on the inside of the van. This tank is tapered. So we kind of looked at this before, but you'll see how this bottom part hangs down, and this is at a slope here. So 2 things, it's low profile, so you don't see much of it from the when you're looking at your van from the outside, but the water runs down here into this trough, and then that's why you've got a nice drain. That's why I like that small one, because it's a little lower than this one, but that's how we'll drain everything out. So this is a 19 millimeter bolt, and it goes washer bolt. I think that's really it. So we'll get under the van and I'll show you where these go. All right, we're under the van, and here is where our hooks go. And we're going to start with the long ones, and you put them toward the center in this hole. And then once we get them all in, we're going to tape them so they're out of the way. So I'm just going to hang them up in here. There's our drain hole. And again, put that toward the center. This is like one of the easiest installations I think that I will have done on the van. I probably shouldn't say that because I'm probably jinxing myself. Now we take our short one, and that goes in again with this part facing toward the center of this. We'll hang those up there. There's the third one. Okay. And now I'm going to get some tape, and we're going to tape those up. I need 2 hands to do that, so I'm going to put you down. See you in a minute. All right, we're all taped up, both sides. So if I turn around here, here's my gas tank. This is the mount for my Nerf bar, and this is what I was worried about because I wasn't sure that the water tank was going to fit under here with the Nerf mount, but this is really flush enough that it's a non-issue, so that's a good news. That was in one of my earlier videos that I was concerned about that. All right, we have our brackets under the van, but before I actually mount the tank, what I'm going to do is put it under there, and I'm going to prop it up on some boards before I actually fully cinch it in, because we need to drill a hole through the top, and I need to mark that hole so I know where to drill it. So first of all, I'm just going to position the tank under there probably stacking it up and, you know, something to hold it up in place under the van so that I can put my pipe down through the floor in the shower and mark the position of the hole that we need to drill before we cinch everything up into place. Okay, the plan changed a little bit after I got under the van. I tried propping things up with wood, but I really want to mark that hole in the right spot. So I did end up cinching the water tank right up into place. So it's up there now. And if I flip this around and show you, look, you can't even see it. That's how low profile it is. I'm really not sure though about my shutoff valve. Every time I'm going to want to drain, I'm going to have to come down here and reach up. So we'll see how that goes. And if I don't like doing that, then, you know, I'll switch out to something else. But that's for another day. Right now, I'm going to go inside the van and I'm going to mark the spot where we need to drill the hole in the top of the tank. I'm going to take this down, drill the hole, put the rubber gasket in, and then we should be able to put the shower pan and put everything in and get it together for good. So here's my thinking. I don't know how far down the tank is or anything. I'm just going to take some red marker and I'm going to go around this rim and put it down the hole and press it to the tank and hope that it leaves a mark. You can see what I'm doing, but I'm just putting a bunch of ink on the outside of this ring here. All right, and let's just take it and press it right down through this hole onto the tank. Give it a couple turns. Let me see. Yeah, that definitely left a mark. It should be enough for me to drill a hole, looks like. All right, I think I'm gonna drop the tank now. It's coming down. All right, I gotta go get another battery for my driver. Okay. I don't know if any of the van build tasks are glamorous, but this is definitely not. All right, that is 2 down. Now I'm going to take out this one because I've got my stack of wood here. You're probably going to fall down, highly likely. I'll try to keep you up here. There. We'll see if we can keep you up there or not. You'll probably fall down, but let's give it a try. Well, it worked. Let's take a look. There is our mark. That worked great. So I think I'm going to trace around that a little more so I can see it better and then figure out what size hole I'm actually going to cut there. I'm triple checking everything before I cut. This is a 1.5. The pipe's 1.5. The hole will be 1.5. Good to go. We're going to make a cut. All right, I'm going to confess my sins. So I cut the hole at 1.5, which is what the pipe is, but the bushing needs a bigger hole. So what I'm going to do now, since I can't use my hole saw anymore, is I'm going to use my jigsaw and I'm going to cut out that extra distance, and then that will fit in there, and then the pipe fits in the 1.5 inch hole. All right, the jigsaw made really quick work of that. This now fits in there really pretty snug. And now if we take our drain pipe, extension pipe, that also is a really nice snug fit, and there should not be any water sloshing out of that. So next step, we got to put this tank back up again, and then we'll mount the shower tray into this and hope that we got that in the right place. See if we can get all that plastic out of there so nothing clogs the drain. Okay, here we go again. I'm going to put you on time lapse now. last thing that I did before I attached this to my drain pan was I pushed it down into the hole just to see how far it would seep down, and I did cut off a smidgen of the pipe. I want it to go into the tank but not be, you know, down at the bottom so water can't drain. The tank itself is 10 inches deep, I think, 10 or 8. I might cut a little more off. That's still pretty significant. Right, I did cut off twice as much, and I think now when we insert that into the water tank, that's going to be much better. So I'm going to run with that. Yesterday, I put silicone down around the edge of this hole just to seal anything I could, and I'm going to finish off my tube of silicone now that's dry. I'm going to finish that off, and then we'll insert the pipe. All right, let's get the shower pan. With the addition of that rubber coating, I am really expecting this to be pretty snug. So let's see. Get it in the hole and give it some pressure. Let's see if we can get it down. Oh, nice. Maybe get in there and step on it a little bit. Oh, that's really nice. That's a good fit. Nice. That's a job done. Now I'm going to actually screw this in, and I'm going to take some screws and screw the shower pan to the framing. And that's our last step for the shower pan. Got all of our screws in, holding the shower pan in place, and shower pan and water tank installed. Yes.